people talking about the pressure of it. For me, it doesn't change it in terms of pressure, but you know, ultimately we want to put on a good display. First and foremost, we want to win the game, but we want to put on display, you know, and have performance that we know we've got in us.
We want to put on a good performance and really work on the things that we might have lacked last week in Goroka, and I think the girls can do it. And I think moving to 2021, we're in a really good position where we're starting to really cement some of the most important things in order to win those games, and I've got a really good feeling about this weekend.
Obviously there's going to be more of a crowd there hopefully, and yeah, we just need to put on a show for Women's Rugby League.
I'm really excited. Like, yeah, not playing yet has been quite hard, but it's understandable. Like, I have been in this setup quite a while now, and it's good that I've got new girls coming through and experiencing the game in Goroka. We're absolutely unreal, especially when we've got like 5 new players getting the shirt for the first time. But yeah, I feel like I'm ready to play now.
For me personally, I want to have a real good performance, but for the team, and more importantly, like I want us to really show what we can do and work towards. You know, we've had a real good 2 weeks training hard. I feel like we need to put all that together now and really show what we are capable of achieving. I've really enjoyed being the captain of the team, and I think it is different for me than coming on tour and being the captain compared to just being a player. I do feel like I've got a lot more responsibility on my shoulders, but having that on my shoulders where you're the captain of people, I know people are kind of looking to you for how you act and how you react to certain things. I've made sure that I've tried to do everything properly, and I do think on and off the field it's brought out the best of me, so I've really enjoyed it.
Okay guys, grab a seat. We've only got a minute or so we're going to keep it pretty sweet. Guys, in terms of where we've come from, in terms of what we've been through over these last few weeks, it all boils down to this game, doesn't it? Yeah. Everything from me has been real positive, but we take all that into this game now. Kick chase is going to be absolutely huge for us, okay? Get down the field, put them under pressure. If we hunt their 7s and their 7 and their 6, we know what they'll do. They'll come up with missed passes, they'll come up with mistakes. In terms of defending in general play, it's real simple. Yeah, we often nose carrying the ball, but they do carry it strong. So we get body in front, mates come in, help them out, let's lock them up. And don't forget, let's use a chop to take them to ground. Guys, they have got mistakes in them, but we have got to force their mistakes, okay? With ball in hand, real simple. We're direct, but we're direct with push. Okay, on the back of being direct, we push and getting on the front foot, then we play football on them. okay? We've seen loads and loads of footage. They're really, really ill-disciplined on an edge, but only if we're clinical in our execution and our core skills will we take advantage of that. Is that okay? Guys, it really is a simple game. I truly believe we left 20 points on the park at Goroka. I want them 20 points back today. Yeah. Okay? We're not going to force it though. They're going to come, and when it comes, we're going to finish on them. Is that okay? Yeah. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it.
Make sure you can feel it in defence as well. Like, we spoke a lot about attack and we worked a lot on attack, but we need to make sure they hurt. They got a few minutes on us. It didn't happen against their youth. Yeah. Work at the line and make sure when they run it in, we're the ones who got the highlight reels of the bits, yeah? We can defend, and that's what will work for us, because they'll tire. 15, 20 minutes, even if we're boring, if our defence is spot on, they'll be knackered after that and we'll run riot.
Work hard for each other. They get fresh legs on the old. Go again.
Yeah. Ready? Yeah. Come on! Good luck, girls!
Let's go, girls! Go, girls! Go, girls!
Sweet. Quarter. Sweet. Stay sweet. Sorry, I'll grab it.
Let's go.
Here's the Papua New Guinea Oil Search Orchids. Schnobelt Ravu there. Their captain is Elsie Albert. Here's the England Women's Rugby League team. And Taz, there's a host of changes in this lineup. Emily Rudge there, the captain. She'll be one to stop by Kathleen Beavers as well. And they're coached by Craig Richards.
To get us underway, England will have first use of the football, and it's with Anderson now. Danielle Anderson trudging upfield, and the Orchids equal in defence. They get up to meet her.
Go one. Keep coming, captain. Ready, girls.
Emily Rudge.
Go three.
Hoyle with a grazer. It's a break in the middle. This is Rhiannon Marshall. Marshall going. She offloads to the left. England women's, they're on the attack. Fourth tackle, they made the first break of the afternoon. The Orchids coming back in defence.
Yeah, number one, Gemma Snowbelt putting on a good shot there. Cover defence for the Oil Search Orchids.
They spin it. Roach has got the ball. She goes back left. Jinx steps. She's brought down. 15 out from the Orchids line. They look short side, and that's where they'll go. Sinead O'Peach, they spin out wide. Great ball, great run. Tara Jane Stanley, a yawning gap. Lawrence, first minute, first try.
Yeah, Tara Jane Stanley. Basically, I can already see the England women rugby league team going to the line, drawing the defence, and then getting the ball runner on their left or right.
Well, I tell you what, the English team have just picked up from where they left off in the first test in Goroka, haven't they? They're just full of running, they're composed, and they're ready to take this battle to the home girls, despite the big supporting crowd they've got on hand. Well, also you got to take into account the first two sets, very good from both sides, a bit shabby towards the end of the second set by the Orchids, but yeah, both teams lined up ready to go and not willing to give an inch at this stage.
That's a bomb rattler. Elsie Albert. Peach from dummy half. Gives it off. This is Hoyle, and look who's there again. Elsie Albert.
Elsie Albert.
Albert carrying 1, 2.
Yeah.
Finally bring it down.
Great meters after impact there, Albert.
The Orchids now with the opportunity here. That's Capo with a short ball.
Hits just keep coming.
That's Janet Johns, who played meters out. Capo, they go right. Mullenbach some space here. If they can get the ball on. Rumel Carol Humer for the line. She's got Claire Lawrence.
She has.
The Orchids are in.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought she bombed it, but well done to her. The number 11 for PNG Orchids, Carol Hume, has scored. Could have passed it out wide, decided to go herself, and with the momentum, PNG Orchids able to score.
The Orchids now, they've got the opportunity to make good use of the football. A couple, Malabar calling for it, and that she'll get it. They come out the back. Joe goes behind the runner. Shirley Joe, to get it up to Boston, and Boston is in. The USS PNG Orchids. Chris Butler looks at the spot. He likes it. He awards it.
Well, as we were saying, everyone should just go on the right. They decided to come left. Great play there by Shirley Joe to draw the defense, as we see the replay here. Here's Joe with the ball now. Just able to draw the defense, and yes, well done. Belinda, the number 3 for the Orchids, gets over the line.
Here. She needs to come here if she wants to. Where's your captain?
Chris Butler here, the ref.
Go get, you need your captain here. She can come.
Wants to talk to captains. Emily Rudge there from England. That's Carol Hummel.
All right, we've got an official complaint of a bite from your player number 11. So we're going to show the evidence there that we're just here to show, okay? Ground manager, you're going to witness the bite there. You're going to take a photo of it. Okay, so this will be dealt with after the game. Just to let you know that there's been an official complaint made and it'll be dealt with after the game, okay? Okay. You witnessed the bite there. We're all happy we've seen it. You got the photo? Okay, that's it. We'll deal with it after the game, all right, girls? Thanks, girls. Righto, we'll go kick the goal now.
Looks like there's some bite marks on the thumb, so referees just put it on the warning and just cleaned it out, and see how she gets on.
Okay, good job.
I had to put PNG further in front. Can she do it? She hooks it around. Look, beautiful! Great kick, Erskine Kyan, 1 from 2. Puts the Orchids further in front, 10 points to 6. And can they put something together here? Shirley Joe from Damian takes the run.
Up now!
From the scrum.
Hold it.
And there we are. The halftime hooter goes off in the background. The Orchids in front, leading the England Women's Rugby League team 10 points to 6.
Emily, a tough day in the office here in Port Moresby. Different conditions and a different Papua New Guinea side.
Yeah, definitely. It's been tough for us. We've put ourselves under a lot of pressure by making a lot of mistakes, and that's something we need to sort out for the second half if we want to turn it around.
Good news for you in the second half. You've got the breeze at your backs.
Yeah, that should be good. It's obviously warm conditions for us, and that's something that it's an extra challenge that we've got to deal with. But we need to be better this second half if we want to get the win.
Wish you all the best in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we've kind of gone away from what worked for us last week. Get off +1. Once we poked our nose through, then our fusions or even our fires were, and just use a double drop. Just hold the ball. Mate, there's no need in the world to get an offload. I don't want you offloading this all ball from it. But you're not getting the ball because we've not finished the set yet. You know what I mean? That's why you're not getting the ball. All right, we just need to finish our sets. We're completing at 60%, and I don't even think in that high, and it's 10-6. Okay, so there's all in the game. So what we don't do, we don't press the panic button. Once they're driven, again, keep it nice and simple. Catch the ball, go up the line, and flood forward in numbers. Emily?
Yeah, girls, we're not doing our jobs, are we? It's got to be better, yeah? And we owe it to ourselves and this shirt to play better, yeah? There's no way that these deserve to beat us. Absolute no way. We've got, every one of us now has got to take responsibility for our role and our job and put it into action and do it well, yeah? Every one of us has got to do that. Lift it, me included, okay?
Don't walk away with this 40 minutes of any regrets. Do what you do best. Because if everyone does what they do best, I guarantee it will be enough to get this win. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, let's lift it.
Let's go, girls. Let's go.
England with the win behind their backs in the second half. 10 points to 6, PNG lead. And they turn things around here at the National Football Stadium. Stanley gets us underway, second half. Straight to Monae. They caught that one. Nonetheless, she gets it back, and here's a big run.
Now 70.
Picking up from where they left off in the first half, the Orchids.
Wait. Go, one.
Schnobel from dummy half. She finds a gap. Fends one. She's brought down.
Yeah, good 10 metres there by Schnobel.
Go, two.
Capo. She goes back to her
Quicker,
left.
girls, quicker!
The Orchids now third tackle. They're nearing the halfway line, so great run there from Guasumon. Now this is Shirley Joe. Joe now with a high shot there. The first penalty of the game. This is what Emily Raj spoke about at halftime. They didn't want to give away silly penalties. Capo goes back left. They get some numbers here. That is Sergei Sabume. Sabume still going. Finally brought down by Anderson and Co. No, she's not. She's carrying them. Sergei Sabume. Four tacklers. They finally bring it down. Great run. If they get a quick play the ball, which they do. Capo looks up. The gap opens up. Butler, hang on. The refs call it.
On tackle 4. Having no try. Yeah. If Bernstein loses that as it goes to ground, please.
We do have a decision. On its way, and there it is. Try time. The All-Search PNG Orchids open up the account early in the second half. They keep going down the short side. This is Roche. Again, they dropped the ball. So that time, it went from Roche to Naomi Williams, and Williams couldn't take the pass, so a knock on. Error starting to creep into the game here. James here to play the ball. Roger dummy half. She goes to Cunningham. They come back here this way to Stanley. Tara Jane Stanley.
Up together, PNG. Go forward.
Quick play the ball. James to Raj. Can Raj get over the line? York is turning up in defense. But it's not good enough as Raj gets England back in the game.
Yeah, England definitely needed there, and Emily Raj hard to stop. Had to do some work, but finally got it down.
But right now it's England on the attack. Cunningham now to her house partner Roach. Roach showing one way. There's a gap here. Williams for the line. No one home. England are in. Well, there was no one home. They left the house open, Lawrence.
She was literally just galloping along. She thought she was having a Sunday drive.
It's gone straight through the front door. Nobody home. England have hit back. Chance to equalize.
No pressure.
No pressure. Here we go with the wind. It's looking good. Looking good.
Oh, she's nailed it. What a kick.
There we go. England well and truly back in it. And they go left. This is somewhere, and she's been shot and stopped in a great tackle. That's Janet Johns. Stopped in her tracks. Now from dummy half, Shirley Joe showing it. She's gone. Shirley Joe in the open. She's Shirley Joe's in. First goal there by Shirley Joe.
Shirley Joe, you beauty, Papua New Guinea, the Orchids.
The Orchids have never won. And she may have just done it. Hayat now. 20 points to 16. The kick hasn't even gone the distance. Who cares? Doesn't matter. The All-Search PNG Orchids victors over the England Women's Rugby League team. 20 points to 16. And the winner by this little beauty, Shirley Joe. Number 6, ducking under the Stanley tackle, going over for the match winner. They didn't even let her get up.
It was difficult. It's you had to put 100% in more times than not. And I think from this it'll build a lot of characters.
It was the errors what killed us. We couldn't keep hold of the ball. Our completion rate was less than 60% at half time, so I dread to think what it was after then.
But yeah, we've had an amazing experience. We've come together as a team. We've learned about each other on and off the field. So yeah, it's definitely a positive tour despite the result.
Guys, give me your eyes. That's everyone, not just them that played. I'm not going to say too much because I'm not going to lead this talk with emotions and say something that I don't want to say, but let it be a lesson to you. Them that thought it was going to be easy, them that are questioning what worked for us last week, yeah, and want to be all flamboyant and show off, let it be a lesson to you. Rugby league is about doing things simple, yeah, and being brave. And one or two of you have let yourself down. I can't question your efforts at times out there. I really can't, because this is a tough environment to play in, and they are a tough group of people to play in. But are they better than us? No. They're only better than us if you make them better than us. If you refuse to listen, if you generally think you know best, when guess what, you don't. Our processes are simple, and I don't know why, but we got them right in the first game. And the chitter chatter I've had to have chats with a few throughout the week has been negative and opposite to what we do. We are not that good. Learn to move on, wear this thing with pride. If you can't, you won't be around here long. Is that okay? Do they need Emily as well? Yes. Sorry, mate. You okay? You all right? Gather your thoughts. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Put your head up. Put your head up. Can it not just be me, Adam? Can it not just be me? Just me? Just me? Yeah. Tell him not to bother. I'll do it. Come on.
For me, even back home, when I first started playing, I didn't know there was any women's players, and I didn't know that there was England women's teams, and I definitely didn't know any of the names. So you don't sort of have admiration for someone and that goal and that strive to be that person, whereas now, with the added coverage that we're getting, young girls can see that, and over here that's even more important because they do go through a really tough time over here. We need to count ourselves lucky at what we get back home.
In Goroka it is really like, you know, you felt really special, and there was a lot of people who come out of the way to be there, who maybe didn't have a lot of money and a lot of things with them, but they wanted to give us things, and it was just amazing. You know, you felt really, really special.
Kids running after the coach, people wanting to touch your hand, saying they've touched an England Rugby League women player.
Game day in Goroka, that was unbelievable. After having 7,000 people coming to watch us, like, I've never had that many people watch, and just after, like everyone said, they're not cheering for PNG, they're not cheering for England, they're cheering for Rugby League.
It's always a challenge. There's one way you'll play for your club at Super League, but what we've got to recognise is when we're on an international programme, roles will change slightly, and there's one or two players that are panicking over the small stuff, but for me that's good because it shows the care. You know, we're asking people to do things slightly different, but things that they're capable of doing, because again, we're bullied for 2021, and there's certain things that we need to get as part, you know, as second nature in our game as an international team. You know, getting through sets, you know, learning how to win an arm wrestle, being patient. Some of the things that you probably get away with in Super League, you just don't get away in international. So, you know, it's part of my role to manage people and not change the way they play, but give them a slightly different way of playing.
Yeah, this trip I think has been huge. We go a lot normally to France and we compete with the French, but I think PNG is that next step now, and then the next goal after that is obviously Kiwis in Australia, but PNG were tough, were physical. It was a really tough 80 minutes. We got the win which we wanted, but building to that 2021 World Cup, we need that competitiveness, we need that toughness, we need the physicality what PNG have shown us. But this is a massive stepping stone, and massive thanks to everyone at the RFL England Performance Unit who's give us the opportunity to come in, especially visit Goroka. What a special place that was to be the first international women's game played there.
I think individuals knowing their role and just absolutely nailing that. We've got fantastic skill and talent across the group, and particularly young girls, and I know for me when I came up it's hard to quite nail a role, because when you're younger you very much do everything, whereas for us it's about every single individual knowing this is my role, this is how I help our team win. We're 80% there, but when we get 100% there, that's where we're going to be, and we're going to be winning a World Cup.
There's some big lessons to learn about what we're good at. You know, we know that we know what we've got to do to beat the Aussies, the Kiwis, and the more times we get together like this, where we're really challenged on and off the field, the better. But you know, we are aware of what needs to be done, and the first thing, everything is hard work. We just need to work hard.
It's one big family. It's our God to take it right to be loved. know